was that our training for this particular deployment back at home was called SAS. It was like security and stability operations. And so we're like doing checkpoints, basically like martial law type of stuff. And
Like you were being sent to like police the area,
Yeah.
and basically you thought you would be like kind of welcomed.
I don't know about welcome, but we were there to like police the area, and that definitely was like not. That was the mindset for the training back at home. That's what our unit was doing. That wasn't the reality we faced out there. I mean, the Army guys were just getting hammered the whole time they were out there. No one knew what to expect. It's like the whole like Mogadishu thing. No one really knew the hornet storm that was about to be stirred up.
Yeah.
And I remember us pushing into the city, and being the snipers, we led everyone. We're always kind of like the forward observers type of stuff. And I remember seeing we had these Mercedes IFABs, these like small little Mercedes Jeeps that our weapons guys had like machine guns and like Mark 19s, like grenade launchers in the back. And I saw one of those get hit with a fucking rocket. I was like, holy shit. Like, it's just silent still. Even though that's so loud, it's still silent. It's just so, it was like eerie. You're like, a couple shots, nothing happens. I mean, something blows up, people get hurt, and you're like, fuck, that's intense. But you're kind of like in the zone, so you just keep on going. And that kind of repeats itself until you're faced with conflict where you can't just keep on going anymore, right? So like a lot of things were still kind of like harassing at this point in time in the day. But it was like, holy shit, I just saw something blow up. I just saw some dudes get fucked up. Like, oh, fuck. And next thing you know, I'm telling them like, hey, we're patrolling down here. We're hitting this next house, and we're going to go set up an overwatch position. And I'm the point man. So I'm like super excited, but it's also like super intense, and it's a very urban environment, which we didn't do a lot of urban training. And fighting in the urban world is there's urban movement is very scary. There's a lot of unknowns that can happen.
Was it did you expect it? Like, what did it look like the way that you expected? Like, I'm sure you
I didn't know what to
imagined.
expect. You could have said you're going to anywhere, and I would have been like, what does that mean? You know, technology wasn't a thing. I couldn't Google what Fallujah was.
Right.
There was no Instagram videos of war. You know, Fallujah was like the main thing, that people talk about since like Vietnam, like the most gnarliest fighting. OIF-1, which I was not a part of. I think I was still in high school when that happened. 2001. I graduated 2003. According to some of the guys that were there, it was crazy. There was death, there was destruction, but it was different. It was not as insane. I had no idea what that meant, right? Because I had no comparable. Fallujah was fucking insane. It was like, out of all my deployments, it was still by far the craziest, scariest one I've ever done in my life. Absolutely fucking terrifying. And which is cool in a way, I guess. I survived that shit, and I'm able to like articulate it and hopefully empower people with that type of background and credibility, I guess, to like help people like, yeah, better yourself and shit. But at the time, I'm fucking 18. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm worried about today. And I remember that my day one in the city was March 26th, and we hit this building. We set up an overwatch position on the second floor. Our job was to basically set up an overwatch position, report back anything we saw, and then the other squads were going to start pushing forward, and we're just clearing like a big line through the city. And my radio operator and I set up next to this window, and my team leader, my assistant team leader, they're both school trained scout snipers, so they had a bolt gun and a pistol. So we clear this big house. We go upstairs to set up. We're like super sneaky and squirrely, and I'm holding security on the door. That's what a point man does. And I was used to that because I've done this a few times now in this daytime, and I just wanted to get in the fight. I wanted to participate and like do my job, but I have a very important job, making sure people don't come up behind us and like murder us. And my radio operator is, he sets up the radio by the window, and he calls out these two dudes that are across the street with guns. And so I come to the window, and this is like when all hell breaks out. We just started getting like pelted into our room, machine gun rifles. And now I'm in a gunfight. It's very loud. I'm in an urban building that's very hollow. It's under construction. So every shot is like reverberating through the house. You have no hearing